Good morning, Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with a quick summary of today's USDA production and WASDE data. Finally, something supportive here to talk about in the corn market. We saw ending stocks come in well below pre-market expectations. Old crop ending stocks were cut 145 million bushels to 1.877 billion, and this was about 175 million below the average trade guess. We saw old crop usage up 150 million bushels, a 75 million bushel increase to both exports and feed usage. On the new crop, production came in at 15.1 billion bushels, in line with expectations, reflecting the higher acres, but yield was held steady at 181 bushels an acre. We also saw another 100 million bushel increase on new crop demand as well, 75 million on feed, 25 million on the exports. As a result, new crop ending stocks coming in just under 2.1 billion, and that was well below the pre-report expectations of over 2.3 billion. On the soybean side, not much change here. Stocks on old crop were cut 5 million bushels as a result of a 5 million bushel reduction in imports. New crop production at 4.435 billion. That was slightly above the average trade guess, but I think the market I didn't expect any changes on yield. We did not see anything. That was held at 52 bushels an acre. No changes to the new crop balance sheet. On the demand side of the equation for beans, ending stocks did fall 20 million bushels to 435 million, and that was just a touch below expectations as well. Wheat came in bearish figures, at least relative to the pre-report expectations. All wheat production jumped to just over 2 billion bushels, 2.008 billion. That was up 133 million from June, and that was also up about 95 million from the average trade guess. All wheat, winter wheat production, at 1.341 billion. That was up from 1.295 in June, very close to our expectation. We were going with 1.345, so it came in 4 million below our guess, but it was about 25 million bushels above the average trade guess. And the biggest jump was in the hard red winter wheat production, which was up 57 million bushels to 763 million, just a modest uptick in soft red. White wheat was also up 8 million bushels. Ending stocks on the wheat, they jumped to 856 million bushels on new crop, and that was up well above expectations of 793. We did see a 25 million bushel increase on the exports on new crop to 825. Globally, ending stocks were all pretty much in line with expectations. Corn stocks for 24-25 up to 311.6 million metric tons, up less than a million metric tons. Soybeans almost exactly in line with the pre-report estimate, 127.8. And wheat, that actually was kind of an outlier, mostly because of the U.S., 257 million metric tons here, above expectations of pretty much holding steady at 252. We did see some modest revisions to the Argentine crops. Corn cut 1 million metric tons to 52. Beans down a half to 49.5. Again, no changes to the Brazilian crops. 153 on the beans and 122 on the corn. Other of note, we did see Chinese soybean imports actually raise 3 million metric tons to 108 million metric tons. So right now, I'm a little surprised we're not seeing better results here in the corn. Initially shot up about a nickel, holding in there 1 to 2 better. Non-threatening weather forecasts, I think, holding that back. Plus the weakness here in the wheat, down 15 to 18. And beans are mixed right now, a little bit higher here on the new crop. So already looking forward to weather, which for now looks non-threatening, but we'll see how things look here as we on Sunday night calls will largely hinge on the placement of the high pressure ridge. Have a good day.